Morning, morning, morning. How is everyone doing? It's good to see you on this Sunday AM. We are getting ready for the race. And if you haven't already, if you want to join us in our Discord, we are going to try to get the race going. The same stuff we had for the race a couple of weeks ago is not working so far today. So we'll see if we can actually accomplish that. But it is good to see you nonetheless. I am Ryan. This is my coffee, and that is Sean. We are part of Gaming Morning Show, which you can find Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. Throw our chat overlay up. Have a chance to see all y'all's friendly faces. Jack is here. Good morning to Axe, of course. Axe, our resident co-host for this stream. And Mike is here. Good morning, Mike. Hopefully Yuri does well today. And hello to Pace on Facebook as well. Thanks for being here on our F1 race day. Max Verstappen and the Red Bull team on second row. You know probably more about everything that's happened up to this point.
Yeah, you didn't miss much. Quali was pretty uneventful. Mercedes went 1-2 and Red Bull went 3-4, and so everything's all orderly. There were no huge upsets or anything like that in quali. Everything was pretty straightforward. I think the biggest one is what we're seeing on our screen right now is Danny Rick couldn't get out of Q1, so that's kind of disappointing for McLaren. But everything else was pretty uneventful.
They're mad that you shaved your beard.
Yeah, my allergies. Friday, my allergies were really bad, and the added tickling of my mustache was driving me nuts. And so when I went in and I took a shower trying to get my allergies to calm down, I was like, it's gotta go. I just can't. I couldn't do it. And my nose and lips were already getting all chapped from wiping my nose 5 million times.
Yeah, so what's funny is what we used last time to help with the race in Discord is we ended up putting that on through my tablet. We used a share screen, right? I go to do that today. It goes, share screen on YouTube, on iPad, a feature coming soon. And I was like, well, it was there before. Can you just put it back, please?
In the past.
Very annoying. Very annoying.
So Mike asks, how do you determine who starts where? So on Saturday morning, they have a qualifying session. And it's essentially you start with all 20. You have about 15 minutes to set a fast lap. And then the top 15 go to a second round. They have another 15 minutes to set a fast lap. And then the top 10 go to a top 10 shootout. And then they set their fastest lap, and then you get ranked 1 through 20 there. Until we get to Silverstone this year, they're doing a sprint race qualifying. So that'll be interesting. Have you heard about this?
Mm-mm.
So it's a test they're doing in a few races this year. But when we get to the British Grand Prix, it'll be the first one they do. And the weekend format for that, Friday morning, they're going to do practice 1. And then after that, they're going to do a normal qualifying like they do now to set 1 through 20. And then on Saturday morning, they're going to have a practice. And then after that, they're going to have a sprint race, which is going to be a third of the length of the normal Grand Prix. So it's going to be a lot shorter. No mandatory pit stops. The first 3 places, first place will get 3 points, second will get 2 points, third place will get 1 point. But whatever the finishing order of that sprint race will be the starting order for the Grand Prix Sunday morning. And so we'll get a little mini race on Saturday and then the full race on Sunday. So we'll see how that works. The idea is it'll make it'll make each session that much more important, because Friday you have qualifying for the sprint race. That's going to be super important. The sprint race itself obviously is going to be vital, and then the race itself. So should bring some more excitement to every day.
That should give us this. So now that's going to be a full screen. We'll be in small screen.
So neat.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. Axe, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Well, good morning, Axe. It's good to hear your voice.
Good morning.
Or
Good morning.
as someone would say, good moron.
Okay, good moron.
Good moron to you. Well, the biggest disappointment, I mean, I like this setup really well. We got our coffee. What's the coffee that we got this morning?
We got Dune Coffee Roasters Santa Rosa blend.
Good moron, Aura. Yeah, this is from our friend Hofbrew, who
Nice.
like listened to that idea that we want to try coffees from all over the place, and so put us on like this automated subscription, and we got like 6 bags from it. But I don't see Santa Rosa. Like, I don't know where it's from. It's probably in like our online information or something. So
Here we go.
Okay, before the race starts, I want to hear your predictions for the podium and when the first safety car will take that lap.
well, it's Max Verstappen, Sergio Perez, and Yuki. That's my podium prediction.
I think it's gonna be Hamilton, Verstappen, Norris, 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna get a safety car. Like lap 2, someone's gonna do something stupid.
He was trying to wait until something actually happened on the race, and then you'd be like, "We're gonna have one now." One of the Williams cars got pushed off.
I posted in Discord, but I think Hamilton, Verstappen, Sainz.
Ooh.
Sainz actually did good in qualifying, and I was actually quite surprised that he beat his teammate also.
Mike said Norris is going to stream some Warzone on lap 11. That's a bold prediction, my friend.
And I think lap 4, that is going to be the safety car.
So if you're watching with us, in the bottom left corner of your screen, you'll see our link to our Discord. That's where you can find us on the internet, period. And so if you go there and you want to join us in the voice chat on the internet, on the Discord rather, please let us know. So we have a chance to talk F1.
Quick question. Have you had lights out yet?
Yes.
Yes, good.
Yeah, we got through lap 1 already.
Yeah, they just crossed the start-finish line on start lap 2.
Whoa!
Oh, something flew off the back end.
I
And
don't know if that's going to be enough for a
That's
safety
Kimi
car.
Räikkönen, yeah.
Oh, wait, maybe. Now it's going to be.
You did it. Yeah, you're right. Lap 2. Now, what's a safety car in your predictions? Is it a VSC or a full-blown safety car?
Full safety car,
Okay.
not virtual.
Okay. Yep, Sean did it. You asked him.
What do I win? What
Yeah.
do I win? What's my prize?
You win an applaud.
I did say that, Mike and Aura, didn't I? I said if you want to join us on the internet, you can go to Discord. So if you were wondering where we are, we're not on the internet, but if you'd like to join us there, you can.
Yeah, what even happened to Räikkönen there?
I don't know. The shot we got, we just saw a piece of his car fly.
He hit his teammate. He hit Giovinazzi. Yeah, that was happened. Kimi hit him.
Oh, just for no reason too. He just smashes into the back of him. Do you think Kimmy just wants to go have like a beer or something? Does he have
I think so.
a vacation house in Portugal? Because that would be a very Kimmy thing to do.
He's like, I'll be right back.
The only thing I remember is he had a yacht at Monaco, and when he crashed out, he just went directly to the yacht.
Of course he did.
The most amazing thing ever. Okay, let's see. I said lap 4, so we're probably going to have a safety car for lap 4 too.
But it happened in lap 2. I win.
Okay, that's true. That's true.
But maybe it's a quick one, and we have another one in lap 4 on the restart.
That could also be true. Although I really doubt it.
Yeah, I doubt it too.
Grosjean isn't here. I mean, someone can't crash out of during the safety car.
Speaking of Grosjean, the second Indy race of the weekend is right after this one.
Yeah, it is.
So you can see if he remembers how to turn left over and over and over and over.
Yeah, we'll see that.
Dune Coffee Roasters is out of Santa Barbara, California. And they make a coffee out of red beans. They're so confused.
Those are yummy.
It's pretty good.
Can they actually replace the fin in the tire? The front wing?
They could, but once he's out and needs assistance, he can't come back in.
Oh, okay.
Like if he had lost his front wing and was able to make it all the way around and into the pits, they could have changed it out.
Yeah,
There was no way.
but I think it's like he got stuck in the gravel too.
Yeah, he lost control.
There was no way he could get out of that. So
Nope.
that's why he retired the car. It just looks weird, to be honest.
Frozen?
Perez dropped down to 5th. Sainz took 4th.
There it goes.
Yeah.
Does your laptop have Discord?
Yes.
Okay, let's try that. We'll see. That'll be my last ditch effort to try to get the race on Discord. And if it doesn't happen today, anyone who uses Discord, be curious. So on this computer that we're using for our primary stream today, and I think even to a big degree on my other computer, I'll click the share screen button and I will have like barely any options, like no applications that I can choose. I think on this one, I only have the option to share my screen, like the whole screen, nothing but the screen. So help me. So I'm curious, like, is there like a restriction that I've enabled on my computer that's making it so that I can't do that?
What do you mean? I have a lot.
That's what I mean.
When I click,
Yeah.
When I click screen, I can do programs and the screen itself.
And I don't have any of that stuff. So I should need to go through my Discord permissions clearly and make sure I've not blocked access to stuff.
Yeah, maybe like that. His tire was something wrong with too. Like the left front tire. You got a puncture, I think.
Thank you.
From the. Like, there's no way I could have gotten out of that. There's no way.
Was it very much starting on the medium tires? You kind of expected the challenge to be high for at least one, if not two of you drivers.
Okay, there will still be debris on the track from the restart, I think.
I do want to say that we've had 0 around the outside so far.
Yeah. Not a 1.
I'm just happy I don't have Kimi Räikkönen on fantasy.
Who'd you pick?
I still have the same team with Verstappen, Leclerc, Norris. I think I picked Gasly, and I don't remember who the last one was. But I have a good team. I have a good team. Right, there we go.
Okay. Yeah, so we should have the race in Discord if you want to join us there.
Yeah, I think it. Oh yeah, it works. Let's see how high is to that.
How's fatherhood?
How far?
What? I'm surviving at one. So he gave
Yeah,
us cups. He gave us a
You're
cup.
a few seconds. You're a few seconds, like 3 seconds. Right?
Well, then that's just what people will see on the Discord. So if I click that, yeah. So I got surviving fatherhood, and he gave surviving motherhood 1 cup at a time. Oh, Sean,
I'm funny.
you are. Only thing it keeps freezing is the full screen on that lap tracker. I got this.
Weren't we having that issue last time too?
I
Listen to Norris.
didn't remember it, but all right, just a sec. I'm gonna deafen for a moment. So that voice you hear on the stream, that is Axe, a good friend of ours through streaming in gaming morning show every morning that we do at 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific time. You can find that on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and a gaming morning show.tv. But we've also been streaming the last couple of weeks, this week on Twitter, and it's been working.
Mm-hmm.
And if I look right now, I think are live on Twitter as well. And if that's the case, we'll continue to do that. So it's been pretty great to be able to have another spot. Yeah, we're live on Twitter as well. So if you ever want to join us, you can do so in any of those places. We do a morning radio show that plays games. So if you've never been with us before, it's me, Sean, and most of the time, Look It's My Go, who's in chat. Look It's My Go is just learning about F1 and is
and it's loving every second of it.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't heard Mike talk this excitedly about really anything in his life.
He's like, this is what I've been missing. This is changing everything for me.
Speaking of Twitter, you can find us at WatchGMS if you want to follow us there. We'd love to have you join us on Twitter. And again, we're streaming the race in Discord since we can't stream it on the internet. Well, I guess Discord's also on the internet. There's a lot of stuff on the internet that's going to become.
We're big fans of the internet.
The internet's good. We also have today Krispy Kreme donuts because our mother-in-law saw somebody selling donuts and was like, you know what?
It was a fundraiser, so she bought 2 boxes.
Next week, would you want me to stream a couple of rugby matches in the Discord? I believe I can get them for free. You can. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I don't know if I'll be able to be there, but
if I'm around, I'd hop on for sure.
Mike, I've never heard of this internet that you speak of. So,
safety car in this lap.
Oh, really? I can't just. Oh, that's a bad design. So there's a little like toolbar up here on the top, and I can click it. And every time I click it, just takes me to Discord. It'd be nicer if I could just do that. All right, Axe, you're back with us. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing good. I was gonna say that safety car's ending, and Hamilton is kind of scared. Like he's afraid that the brakes will fail. He's watching the brakes. Although no news from there yet.
All right, so we got Valtteri at the top. I like how I can say Valtteri significantly easier and more consistently than Bottas.
Valtteri Bottas.
And Hamilton, then Verstappen. So you got pretty much the people you'd expect at the top.
And they're off. Max is pushing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hamilton got some sparks.
Leclerc's pushing up.
I like how like positions 9 through 17 all just changed hands. Yeah. Like it was just a big thing of red on the side graphic. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Watch the side graphic; it's going insane.
Yeah, side graphic's going crazy.
Norris is making a good push right now, up to 4th.
Yeah, Norris up to 4th place. That's perfect. Perez pushed down. Leclerc up to 7th. Ocon down 2 places to 8th. Ricciardo had a great start, up to 11th place.
Yeah, he's making up for his poor qualifying for sure.
Yeah,
and McLaren's a good car, so he should be okay.
He got 3 places at the start and gained 2 more during the restart now, so that's perfect. We'll see though. I heard Hamilton had some issues before with the brakes. We'll see how that will affect him during the race.
Mike said that he could introduce me to the internet. You just go to Google and you type in whatever you're looking for. It's magical with this world we're living in. But I don't believe you. Like, I really wouldn't mind watching Hamilton hang out in third or fourth for a while and seeing, some racing up front without him. Yeah, I really wouldn't mind that. Not going to lie.
Yep.
Because we know he's going to be there at the end. So might as well get some of the fun out of the way early. So. Yep, right. Look, it's my go. This is like your third race and you already get it. Yeah.
Let's see if he runs into a wall again and then still gets second place.
Right. Right.
That was a good restart for Max.
Yeah.
That was a great radio comm.
Thanks.
So I am a sucker. So this is probably unrelated to my actual radio background, but the very first NASCAR race I ever went to was in Las Vegas, like in 2002 or something. And they had this thing, you could rent a radio that you could wear and then just flip through all the actual team radios and hear their commentary in real time while you were there. And I thought it was fascinating. So when I started watching F1 last year, I mean, it was virtually last year with Sean, they have these comms that they put in the actual telecast, and I love it. I love the fact that they have those snippets of radio in there. But I would, I think we had Mike say that Mike was really into this once he saw that Yuki had a helmet cam. And so if that's the case, like if they have like team radio, which they probably do, and I could just listen to them the whole time, I'd probably be pretty interested in that. All right, I'm gonna try to fix this really quick. Do 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 do.
We have GMS enabled. I forgot to say that because you were talking so.
Oh yeah, no, you're learning to do the double Dutch jumping thing. Finish the stream. Thank you.
And we're done.
And we're done. Hamilton is dropping almost 45 tenths, so 0.4 seconds per lap to Verstappen.
Well, let's see if that one's more reliable. It's uglier, but can I do full screen?
Is it gonna be? Oh, he backed off.
Happy May, by the way. Oh, interesting.
Yuki up to 16th right now.
Oh, I know what I need to do. Yeah, it just keeps freezing. Okay, I'm gonna try it one more place. So get rid of this.
Green one.
Cut. Go here. Go here. I'm gonna need you to do this again, please.
We could also try.
That. And I could take an half right there.
Send me an invite link.
Hamilton just did
And I
a
could do it on, like, my
super nice overtake.
Okay.
And Verstappen and Hamilton moves up to second place.
Oh man. That's one around the outside. Mark it.
It was subdued, but it was there.
Around the outside counter is officially at 1. Yes, it was quite a quiet around the outside.
Trying to defend the place. Verstappen but still lost it.
This is the other thing I need to do.
I want to close the door.
So, keep your eye on the one car out of this race. The stewards have decided no investigation necessary in that collision between himself and his teammates Antonio Giovinazzi.
I couldn't hear a word what Verstappen said there. I didn't hear a word what he said there.
Yeah, I couldn't make it out either.
He wasn't happy. Though,
No,
that's for sure.
seems like he kind of lost some power. So I'm sure I'm sure it's related to that, but I didn't hear the specifics.
It is Happy May. I hadn't thought about that. It's our first stream of May.
Mm-hmm. So if Bottas decides to just smash into a wall right here, I have my 1, 2, 3 set. Hamilton,
Yeah, that's
Verstappen,
true,
Norris.
You're not rooting for that, of course.
No,
That's
no,
just
no.
ridiculous. But if it happens, I mean,
Birds are chirping. It's not too chilly out here today.
yeah, it's a lot warmer even than last time.
Mm-hmm.
There has to be a safety car, or Max Verstappen will never catch up to the Mercedes. They will just keep going now since Verstappen don't have DRS either. I think that's right now either a great tactic with the pit stops or a safety car is Red Bull's hope at the moment.
Yeah, he's kind of stuck in no man's land right now.
Yeah, he's like 6/10 away from DRS. It's like a lot, since like especially when Hamilton has to, and they can just keep going. In another sport, we have 2-0 to Arsenal away from home against Newcastle United.
This is not a soccer stream. All right, let's just slow our roll. Okay,
Don't bring
Okay.
that crap here.
one thing at a time. There, Axe. All right.
I don't know if Super was here or not. He's probably watching the game.
Could be.
Yeah, I think so.
What did Yuki say? Or were they? Do you know what they were saying to Yuki?
They were telling him no more attacking. So I don't know if they're having some issues they're trying to work out.
You hear that, Mike? Your driver was being too aggressive. You need to back it off a little bit.
So Max is pushing back up again. I wonder if they were having some issue with regen or discharging off of the battery.
I think they had some power issues, especially in the 14th corner. They had some power issues, power loss. Seems as if he's trying to get it back.
Sorry, Mike. I'll back off. Okay. Did they say, is this going to be a 1 pit or 2 pit race?
Most of the strategies I saw were 1 stop.
So what are we looking at? What's the window?
It depends on whether there'll be a safety car.
Oh no, I get that. I was just wondering if like everything went perfectly, was it going to be a 1 stop?
Yes.
And what's the window? Do you know?
I missed it in the beginning, but I'm gonna say around for the soft runners around 22, 23, I reckon. Maybe a little later, depending on how the grain is and how the track develops. I'll say.
You know, Sean was telling me earlier this week that the Canadian race was canceled, and so they're gonna race now in Turkey. And Formula One's video game was designed. What was it called? What's the slogan this year? Like race what we race or something?
Yeah, something like that. Where they're trying to make it so you can jump in to the real season with like the current standings and whatnot. So you're like, oh, I want to race in Portugal, and you jump into the game and you can race like how the standings are right now and whatnot. And of course, Turkey is one of the tracks they don't have in the game. So the developers are probably like, great, thanks, jerks. And I don't know if they can I don't know if they can 3D map a track that quickly, since that comes out in July.
Your year was Hamilton, Verstappen, Norris, right?
Yes.
There, I entered him in for the official record acts. On our Discord, we have our community chat, and we're putting our podium predictions that we made before the race in there. If you're just joining us,
Tabzo,
you can put yours in there as well. Tabzo said, vroom! It's good to see you this morning. Fate versus Fate as well.
Yeah, that's all it is, really. Tabs. It's like room for 66 laps of Portimao, Portugal.
Groggy, what time zone are you? Just glad the turkey isn't turning out how it did last year, the slip and slide. True.
Well, I actually hope it does.
Oh, you're a big fan of Mayhem?
Yeah, why not? I really liked it. Was a fun race. Everything happened. So I was just sad when they didn't include in the first Shadow of the Dead.
Just 1 second. All right, so for those who just joined us, Groggy's here this morning, Fate versus Fate. This is Sean. I'm Ryan. Look, it's Miko's in the chat. We are all part of Gaming Morning Show, which is Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific time, on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at gamingmorningshow.tv. So we do a morning radio show that plays games, but we have a couple of other things we do. Sean plays a lot of GSM plays. Did I say GSM?
GSM.
GMS plays. And Sean does just different games, like played Minecraft last week, played Bug Snacks earlier, had the Returnal debut, all those kind of things. And then we watch Formula One most Sunday mornings. In fact, I think we're probably going to make the rest of them for the whole year.
Yeah,
so.
I'll see why not.
GSM on the internet. GSM on the internet.
Boo, boo, boo.
Yeah. So be sure to check us out. We'll be there Monday at 6 a.m. Pacific time again. Oh, and then the voice you hear here, that is Axe. And Axe is one of our viewers, but happens to know a lot about F1. So is in our voice chat. If you want to join us, we have the race in our Discord. And you can find that at gamingmorningshow.tv/ where to find GMS. Good sports moron. That's exactly what it means, Tab. So good sports.
Yeah.
That would be where the comma would be perfect. Good sports moron. So we got Valtteri, Hamilton, and Verstappen, top three right now. Perez, Norris, and Sainz make up the top six. And even Vettel's in the points right now.
Yeah, there was some information out after Friday's sessions that Vettel's starting to get a better feel for the car as he drops out of the points, but starting to get a better feel for the car. So we'll see if he can do a little bit better.
You were streaming for 11 hours, Groggy? Did you do like a charity thing? Or just happen to have a really fun long stream? Yeah, Jack, you're the second person to say that about Hamilton.
Yeah, it's probably going to happen too somehow. He's going to crash and then they make a miraculous comeback in the last lap and just win it.
Yeah, we're going to be super intrigued about what happens, and then before you know it.
Well, and if he loses control, hits a wall, and Bottas is involved again in a a safety car-esque crash, that's going to be really suspicious when they're like, Valtteri, we could use a safety car again. Can you smash into the side of someone, please?
Designated, like he's the goon or enforcer of F1. Okay, at least that tab's working a lot better for the track.
Tabsa?
Verstappen is currently catching up to Hamilton. So right now, yes, at least. Now he's dropping off a little bit. But...
We have the lap tracker you can see there, and then if you join us in our Discord, we have more stuff there. So the link is down on the bottom left corner of your screen if you want to jump into the Discord. It's at least nice weather where they're racing today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Portugal after all.
Is Portugal well known for its good weather?
Oh, yeah.
I did not know
that. That'd be in a tax paradise.
A tax paradise?
Yeah. You didn't know about that?
No, I have no clue. I haven't had a need.
Hamilton up to first place. A great overtake from the outside on Bottas. It isn't over yet, though. We have a DRS zone coming up. Verstappen is
yes!
up to 1.2 seconds behind.
So you said you're a little bit ahead of us. So give us a little bit of a delay, Axe. But
yeah, sure.
But you said nice move on the outside or something, and so immediately Sean and I are locked into the broadcast to be like, are they going to say around the outside? And they did. So we're up to two around the outsides. And you're right. This was a well done overtake. Oh! Did we count that?
Yeah, we count that.
Oh,
he said the words.
He said the words. I love it. So we're up to 3 around the outside today. Yes, thank you, Tabso, for answering that question. Yeah, so we're doing Formula One race. This is the Portugal race. 3rd race of the season? Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes,
3rd? Yeah.
This is the 3rd race. And we have next week we have Catalonia de España.
Well, that's cool, Groggy. I'm happy that you joined us after you're all done. Oh, and you're in West Virginia. Okay. So do you get annoyed? Like, do you get often like people doing the whole John Denver song? West Virginia. Mama. Do you get that like all the time whenever you tell someone you're from West Virginia?
Or is that just a Ryan thing?
Probably just a Ryan thing.
Lines are pretty short, says Hamilton.
Yeah, but when is Hamilton not complaining about his tires?
Oh yeah, that's true too.
That he's probably going to be. He's going to pit at the last lap now, because if his tires are shot now, he's got at least another 40 laps.
I mean, the race only starts when Lewis begins to complain about his tires. That's when things actually get going. So.
I feel like my prediction is looking kind of juicy. We just need Sainz up to at least 4th place. Perez probably going to have a poor pit stop as always and drop out of the 10th almost. And Bottas going to lose it too, I think. We'll see.
Jack, to quote the great Jack Black, you can't be hardcore unless you live hardcore. School of Rock, 2004.
Amen.
Did you just give me an amen? Axe, did you just give me an amen?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love it. Love it. I want to watch. That'd be another one that'd be fun to do a watch party for.
We got our first pit. Sainz is in.
Mike, will you put that in production notes that we're going to have our first watch party, which will be School of Rock, after our first watch party, which will be Fantastic Four. That's pretty good. Yeah, Sainz at 2.2.
Ben? Yuki's in as well.
Yuki alert. Yuki alert. What's the green on the Ferrari? Sainz's livery has like this neon green at the top. Has that been like that so far the whole year?
Yeah.
What is it for?
Fanciness.
But
Makes them go faster.
It's green.
Green means go.
No. I mean, yes, but no. Tycoons, we're going to watch the original one. But that was like, I mean, we've been doing the show, Gaming Morning Show, since August, sometime last year. And that came up like in the first month, I think that Mike was with us, right? Or was it even earlier than that?
I don't remember.
And so we're like, we should do a watch party. And then we are very good at having a ton of ideas and then not getting them off the ground.
Let me just interrupt you. We have Norris moving into the pits. We have Ocon too. Norris with a 3.3 pit stop.
So this is Mike. This is
Not a good pit stop.
This is where he plays some Warzone.
Yeah. Ocon with a 2.5. Vettel with a 3.3.
Norris would have been a 2.2 as well, but yeah, he had to go bust some noobs.
Gio with a 2.5.
Oh, yes, of course. The good one. Yeah, we were going to do the original one. Because I think, wasn't the whole thing where we were all like, it wasn't that bad. Like, it was bad, but it wasn't like that bad. Isn't that what it was? Or am I making that up?
I don't remember, but I thought we were watching the latest.
Oh,
Fantastic
okay.
Four,
Of course.
the bad one.
We were going to watch the latest one. I remember that clear as
everyone
day.
hated.
Yuki's not broken, just went to the pits. So now as everyone else pits, Mike, Yuki will start to move back up. Or Yuki's broken and very slow.
Yeah, but he just wanted new tires. So, yeah.
Yeah. And Mike, during the race, you have to use two different compounds, two different types of tires, so you have to pit at least once.
Yep.
Yeah, that was actually, for what it's worth, my biggest adjustment coming from the NASCAR world was I didn't understand all of that stuff. So this is the Formula One race in Portugal. Like Tabso said, the open wheel race. So you can see on the screen, we have like a lap tracker because we can't actually broadcast the race on the stream. So we're just talking about different things that are happening within the race, but you can join us in Discord and the race is there. Yeah, Tycoons, that was, like I said, being brand new to F1, like I didn't realize that was a thing. And it's really frustrating in a way for me as a new F1 fan, because it's like you have a person who's just running and gonna have a chance, to maybe have an excellent race, but you have to pit at some point, and that condenses the field. I mean, I realize everyone else has to too, but I just find that interesting that that's a thing you have to do. And Hamilton is complaining about the tires again.
Yes, he probably have a few more laps in him. He's probably going to go for the... yeah, he's going to push them as hard as possible, I think. Just try to get the most use out of them.
This coffee was pretty yummy.
Another 2 laps, I reckon.
But yeah, let us know where you're watching from today and what platform you're watching us on too. We always like to hear that. We're on YouTube, Facebook Gaming, on Twitter as well. What kind of coffee? Oh wait, never mind, Mike.
We have gasoline in the test right now.
I'm sorry, what?
2.2.
Oh, I thought you said we had gasoline on the track, and I was like, what?
No, gasoline. Gasoline, okay, they're in the cars, so yeah.
Yeah, Mike, I fell for that hook, line, and sinker. Yep. Mike's a big fan of Dunkin' coffee. So, random, our favorite driver, Sean and mine, is Max Verstappen, who's in 3rd right now. And then the predictions included both Axe and Sean saying Hamilton would win today. Yeah, Lando's your favorite driver, Axe? Yeah. And if you don't know, too, random, Lando is very active in the streaming world. Has a big following on Twitch. Is there any other F1 drivers who have a huge following, or is it mostly?
I mean, he's the one that has the most for sure. A bunch of them streamed quite a bit when they weren't racing last year due to the pandemic. But he's definitely the most consistent.
We have Leclerc moving into the pits right now as we are talking.
You mean Leclerc?
Leclerc, yeah.
By the way, random too. We had a Perez fan on our last stream, which was the race 2 weeks ago too. So anyone who's up for Red Bull, I'm game with. I even liked Perez with his team last year too. Like he was just an impressive driver. He was with the Stroll team, right?
Yes. Should just lock us out.
You know, tycoons, that's not a bad mixture, my friend. We've done Kahlua and coffee for sure before. Our mother-in-law, who we reference a lot, in fact, I'm going to eat a Krispy Kreme donut here in a second after the pits are done, brought us Krispy Kreme. But she makes homemade Kahlua.
It's so good.
I'll be right back. I have to restart my Discord.
After these messages, Axe will be right back. Bing! That's a common jingle, Saturday morning cartoons.
No, you made that up just now.
Yeah,
Never heard of it.
Trademark, copyright, Hefty Goof, 2021.
I mean, we're the only ones old enough to remember that jingle anyway.
I remember that jingle. Oh my gosh.
Burned into my brain.
Yes. And it's those kind of triggers that make me just go, oh yeah. Bing. I don't watch it much, but your parents like watching it. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the only downside is it's Sunday mornings on the West Coast where we live. You know, like next week will be a 5 a.m. Start,
I believe so.
or is it a 6 a.m. start and I have to be awake at 5 a.m. Anyway, and random, I wake up really early. In fact, our show that we do Monday through Friday on these same channels is a 6 a.m. Pacific time show. So I'm up early. It's just, it'd be nice on Sundays if I could sleep in a little bit. But the coffee is good. We're drinking Dune out of Santa Barbara, California. And this was from our friend Hofbrew. And then I'm going to have a reload here in a second. We have another one to try. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun. Thanks for all y'all hanging out with us. Where are you from, Random? You can just tell us a country or you can tell us a region. You don't have to be super specific, but we'd like to know where people are.
6 a.m. next week.
Okay.
Yeah, the next couple of races are 6 a.m. It's not till we get to Azerbaijan that we're at 5.
Actually, Tycoons, I don't even know what time zone you're in. Come to think of it. Axe is from Sweden. Maiko is on the East Coast. Jack is on the East Coast, and so is Groggy, apparently. Oh, yeah, Jersey. Yeah, that's where Mike's from originally.
We got Spain up next, and then Monaco, my favorite boring race to watch.
Favorite boring race?
It's so, like, the pomp and circumstance around Monaco is just amazing, and it's so much fun to watch. But you got these big, wide cars now racing around, like, skinny little streets, and there's just not a ton of passing. So it's not, historically, hasn't been the most exciting race, but...
Good morning. Good morning, Super. Yes, of course. You can always hang out in our corner.
Mr. Super.
Nice work with the gig yesterday. I had a really good day. So if you don't know, Sean's a musician. And during our 8 o'clock breaks, Monday and Thursday, Sean plays guitar during Gaming Morning Show. And then yesterday, our friends over at Streamers Lighthouse, Chris M.E., Fishy McFish, Kate Zaid, Copia, which is a mostly Twitch streamers, but their Discord's called the Streamers Lighthouse. They held a virtual prom. And it was really fun. I was able to listen to it mostly and watch a little bit while I was at work yesterday. But Sean played the guitar and had like some pre-recorded songs, which were pretty cool. And then we got done with that, and they sent us over to Super, and Super was doing one of the Superphonic Super Gigs, which is a really long concert. And I had to dip out after probably an hour and 15 minutes, and then I happened to check back a little bit later just to see if you were still on, and you still were, so it seemed like you were having fun. Bye, Random. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next week. Again, 6 a.m. Pacific time start, so 4 hours was extreme. Yeah, you can, if you're not getting ready or anything, you're always welcome to talk in Discord too, but I think you're streaming probably here shortly, so. My back was killing me. Yeah, I'd never heard all your songs played at 125 RPM before. Is that really fast?
But there are no revolutions in music.
I know. But if I were to make that
120
analogy,
BPM. No, that's not too fast. That's like pretty slow.
but isn't RPM what you'd put on the record player?
Yeah, but that's because the record's spin.
That's what I mean. Yeah. So, but you get where I was going with that.
Okay.
Okay.
We're back.
Please help me. Why did she lock the door?
She unlocked it this time. She keeps locking it out of habit. Luckily, that one's unlocked too. We have backup doors.
All right. I think I'm gonna go get more coffee. So, do you want some?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go. Do I gotta heat the water?
Mm-hmm. I emptied it, so I'll fill it back up.
Entertainment Nation. Super was asking how the start of the race.
Start of the race was well, it was pretty good. Verstappen had a really nice start and moved up into second on the start past Hamilton. Kimi at kind of the very beginning of lap 2 just completely smashed into the back of Giovinazzi and lost his front wing and retired the car. So we had an early safety car. And then it's basically been this Hamilton moving up past Verstappen and now past Bottas, and been pretty uneventful since then. Ryan's finally gone, Mike.
What's the temperature?
There's on the thing, there's a red
Zone.
Just get into the red zone. Yeah, it felt a whole lot like Kimi just wanted to go do something else. So he's like, what if I just smash into Giovinazzi and then I get to go home? And that's what happened. Doesn't it always seem like that, Super? That they're just using Bottas as protection? Hamilton was behind Bottas for a long time, and then like it was clearly like them racing because he passed him, on a corner. It wasn't like team orders, but it still felt kind of like team orders, where the engineers were like, "Okay, Hamilton, you can go ahead and pass Bottas now. We're ready for you to have the lead," and then he's just taken off since then. And Verstappen just can't quite close that gap. Yeah, so Super says I could never be a number 2 driver. I don't think I could either, and I don't think Bottas wants to be, but he's just kind of he's been the perfect sidekick for Hamilton, which is why I think he's been around so long. He's always up in the points, so he's helping them in the Constructors' Championship. He's not competitive enough to get in Hamilton's way.
Still the highest runner at the moment, who started on the softs. Down the main straight we come once again as Verstappen close enough. It doesn't look like it. And as they make their way down the straight, the gap was 3.5 seconds between Hamilton and Bottas, but they didn't think about bringing Bottas in. Verstappen hasn't got DRS to challenge again in the Mercedes on this particular lap.
Yeah, Verstappen just can't quite get into DRS range when it matters.
Interestingly, actually, McLaren's tyre guru has been on the radio to Lando Norris. Like, look, with these medium tyres, you might get a phase of grading, but we promise you they will clear up. So maybe that's what Hamilton said, and meant, or felt, when he said that his tyres are shot. Maybe there's a code word. Maybe when he says, guys, when I say shot, I mean that's the opposite. When I say they're finished, then I really mean
Okay, I am back.
Welcome back, Axe.
As if it didn't work for me. I have issues with my rotor for some reason.
So in a second, there's going to be a shot where they're looking up a hill, and there's a van going up the hill, and it looks like the van is part of the race. It's like a Mercedes Sprinter van.
Yeah.
I mean, it should be within a matter of seconds now. Get right there!
Vroom, vroom. Go, van, go. So we should be getting pretty close to pit window for all these people who started on the medium. Yeah, Ryan went into reload on coffee for us both. So we haven't seen pit for the top handful of drivers. They're still on their first set of tires. They all started on medium, so they should be pitting soon. So do you think they're going to go differing strategies for Hamilton and Bottas, or do you think they're going to double stack?
As of right now, I think they will do different strats. They'll probably bring in Hamilton first, and then let Bottas do one lap.
Oh, Verstappen's in for pits.
Yep, Verstappen's in right now.
Going into hards.
A 2.3. We'll see Bottas.
That's like snail's pace for Red Bull pit.
Yep.
So make sure that you come into the pits and get out ahead of Verstappen. Red Bull are taking the gamble. Will it work?
So let's see if the Red Bull undercut helps close that gap a little bit.
We'll see, actually. With the hard tires, I don't know how the track is.
They were saying during the practice sessions that the hard tires look like a good racing tire, but he's got to get them up to temp fast. Because you know Bottas is coming in this lap.
That's the only thing with the hard tire. That is, it's hard to keep temp, and especially gain temp, especially in the beginning here.
Yeah. And as predicted, here's Bottas in.
Yeah. Yep, Bottas first, and then we have Hamilton.
So Valtteri Bottas, 80 kilometers an hour down the pit straight. You can see Max Verstappen just coming around the final corner at the top of your screen. Bottas should stay out in front here, although Verstappen is gaining on him very, very swiftly. But it was enough of a gap that
Yep.
Bottas had over Verstappen
Nailed it.
to get into the pits.
But now with Max at higher temps, let's see if we can get past him here.
I will wait a little bit. There we have it.
Nice.
Max Verstappen up to third place. Now we have Hamilton coming into the pits too. He's got a lot of time.
Yeah, he does.
Looks like a fast pit stop. It's a 2.5 pit stop. Perez will pass him for now. Although we'll see how Verstappen, how close it is. Doesn't look that close. It looks kind of comfortable.
Yeah, and he's got quite a bit of traffic between him and Verstappen. Those back markers are gonna be a little bit of a
He's got
nuisance.
3 back markers there: Mazepin, Schumacher, and Latifi. Is it Russ behind too? Yeah, it is.
Mhm.
So 4 drivers between Hamilton and Verstappen.
So other than overfilling the thingamabobber, so it spat all over the place as the water was being made, not pre-wetting the filter, and not measuring the coffee, I made this exactly the same as you always do. So.
So, coffee number 2 of the morning. This is a Stay Golden Coffee Co. Roasted in Nashville, Tennessee. Woo-hoo. And this is Chin-Up blend. Dark chocolate, cherry, balanced notes. Smells yummy. This one's fruity.
I'm excited for your review when you actually make it correctly.
I mean, it tastes like it was brewed okay.
I miss anything?
You missed some pits, but nothing too exciting. Max went with the he tried the undercut, so he pit first for hards. Bottas followed him the next lap through the pits, kept his position, but with tires that were already warmed up a little bit, Verstappen was able to make the move. Hamilton came in with plenty of buffer for his pit, so stayed out in front of them, and Perez is yet to pit. So after the pits are done, we have Hamilton, Verstappen, Bottas, top 3 right now.
Whoa.
That's it.
This bag of coffee is a celebration of every hand that helped craft your next cup. The farmers, the distributors, the roasters, we all strive for excellence in an effort to deliver the best quality coffee, sustainably sourced and thoughtfully roasted to perfection. Thanks,
Zeb.
Stay Golden.
Just do exclamation point winner. That's how you win.
Then we have, of course, Ricciardo hasn't pitted. Alonso. It's
Yeah, I'll
Perez,
have that one open for everybody.
Ricciardo and Alonso left.
Oh, is that just for
I
us?
think that might just be mods.
Oh, here. Let's see if we can do it here. Tiny Tabzo is the
Tabzo
winner.
wins.
Congratulations. All right, we can turn off the race. We'll see you next week. Oh, we'll see you tomorrow. But
Maybe.
this is my first donut. Definitely not my second one that I just mouthed down. Mike was asking about the difference between the tires.
So for dry tires, we have 3 compounds. We have the red walled tires are the soft tires, yellow is medium, white is hard. And as you go harder in compound, they're slower but more durable. And as you go softer in compound, they're faster but degrade faster. So you're always trying to find that balance of lifespan versus raw speed.
Nice, Axe. A simulated exclamation point winner, but probably the most accurate.
I felt like I was the most truthful one. We have Alonso in the pit. He did a 2.4.
Zev, how are you doing this morning? It's good to see your face.
I feel like I'm the guy standing at the pit wall, almost like by the pit wall, and just say, "Oh, this happens," and yeah. Feels
So-
like it.
I couldn't help but notice Bottas did 3.3 in the pits. Hamilton was like a 2.5. I mean, they do send out the same team, right? It just makes me laugh. It always seems like Valtteri is always getting the short end of the stick.
Yeah, that's somewhat true, actually.
I know.
We have our fastest lap for Hamilton, a 1:21.494.
You know, night races are fun, Zev, so consider this a night race then. Hope you get some sleep soon, though.
Ricciardo's entering the pits.
What's that, Axe?
I'm sorry, yeah. Daniel Ricciardo is entering the pits. It's not my fault.
Did you get some sleep?
No. Okay, it was a very poor stop by the McLaren team. It's a 4.8.
Oof. I mean, listen, this is a legitimate discussion. Is there a more difficult job in like all of the universe than a pit stop crew? Because you work all week for maybe one moment. And if it's 2 seconds worse or a second worse than it's supposed to be, your whole week is a failure, right? Like that is an awful position to be in.
I wouldn't want the job.
I mean, that's a lot of pressure because you're measured in seconds.
Almost milliseconds.
That's true. I mean, Starbucks barista, this could be a lot worse. I think being Lickens Michael is pretty. Yeah, I'm with you, business. Like, it just, I mean, it'd be a lot of fun. You get to travel the world and you get to, be at a high profile event and you get to be around something very unique.
Yeah.
But if you're measured in seconds.
Yeah, I don't want that stress. And the fact that it's like all week practice and reps and reps and reps and reps, but you got like most weeks 2 shots at it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nope. It'd be like a pitcher who it would be like the extreme closer where you're a pitcher, but you only come in on the very last batter when it's you have a one run lead and the bases are loaded.
Yeah.
It's like, good luck. I don't want that job. That job sounds terrible.
I mean, I like chaos and I like the pressure of like going down to the wire. And even like in live TV, which I've worked in, like you do have limited margin for error, but it's not measured like in Mike said, even milliseconds. Like it's not measured in that small amount of time.
Yeah.
We have some news in regards to George Russell. I don't know if we said it, but he's currently complaining a lot about his car. It is undrivable.
Is he speaking specifically for this race or the last 3 years?
This race.
And business, that's a good point too. Is like it's not just that you're a member of the pit crew, but like you could be the one person who caused it to be that extra second. So now you have like,
And it's obvious every time.
yeah, it wasn't me. It wasn't. You were the jack man on the left. It wasn't me. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I mean, you're with what, probably 12 people in a pit crew? That's crazy. Instantly fired, for sure. I used to do that job while I was waiting for backgrounds to go through. Oh, so you've been a barista before? Yeah, barista's a pretty thankless job, and I appreciate them wholeheartedly because I don't know. I've never been that bent out of shape when I've had a.
The outside, it was Esteban Ocon on Carlos Sainz
Okay, we gotta listen.
around the outside. Nothing, I guess.
Nope.
What?
It was a great overtake.
Our official around the outside
And
counter is now
just
3. Still 3.
Yes. We have Verstappen.
I couldn't probably even lift a tire.
The crew told him to be more aggressive into turn 8 to follow Hamilton, who's being very super aggressive, using all the curbs in turn 8.
I pushed a car one time. Then you should go apply. I think Williams would hire you right away.
I've used a floor jack a couple times. I think I'm ready.
We
They're
got
telling Bottas to chase down Verstappen, and he's going to reach striking distance in 2 laps.
Ugh. So why are we so much slower today compared to the last race?
Don't know. Could be a setup
No,
issue.
really.
Could be. I still think that earlier they were having some sort of power issue, and maybe that's lingering around.
Yeah, could be, definitely. Bottas the fastest car on the grid right now, at least. He just did a fastest second sector, and then we have a fastest lap by Valtteri Bottas, a 1:29.32.
Maybe
9:83.
maybe Mercedes finally got their aimbot implemented for the season.
Oh, they toggled on.
Oh, yeah.
I got you. Okay, I got
Yeah,
you.
they toggle on using both wall hacks and spin bar.
I'll be right back.
We'll see how.
So I'm gonna mute Axe just for a sec. So we are doing the race today. We have gaming morning show tomorrow at 6 a.m. Pacific time, like we do Monday through Friday, 6 to 9. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and a gaming morning show.tv. And then you have plays tomorrow too.
GMS
right?
plays Monday and Tuesday from here on out, unless we do a special one on like a Friday or Sunday. But yeah, Monday, Tuesday for GMS plays. And I think this week we're just going to do more Returnal because I've been mentally obsessed with that game since I played it on Thursday night. And so I'm excited to go back to that.
Mike did say specifically that it was the wind is why we're slower today, which makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But also Zev had a good point because Mike has peed whilst driving before. Then basically Mike is an astronaut. So, I mean, in a lot of ways, Mike, you not only could drive F1, but you could be up in space. Space.
Do they have Duncan in space?
Yes, Mike, they do.
Okay.
If you go to the International Space Station and hang a right, it's just right out there. Yeah. In fact, I believe they say space runs on Duncan. They definitely say that. The people. So anyway, we'll see you Monday for Gaming Morning Show. If you want to watch the race, you can jump on our Discord too. We're in the general voice chat, so you can be there. It'll be fun. All right, we'll bring back in Axe. Axe is our resident F1 reporter. All right, Axe, you're back.
Thank you very much.
How are things?
You haven't really missed anything.
How are things down on the track, Axe? We take it to our trackside reporter, Axe.
We have Bottas being the fastest car on the grid right now by 2/10, up to Verstappen per lap. We'll see how Verstappen responds. He was cut off by Mazepin before, and he complained a lot about Mazepin's behavior on track. Verstappen.
So Mike was annoyed because on the bottom of the thing, it apparently had the "you need to accept the cookies" thing, and it was driving Mike nuts.
Well, we do it all.
We have Norris.
You did it all for the what?
The cookies.
The what?
The cookies.
So you can
Eat
eat the cookies.
Norris
Spit
is
it in your
doing
ear.
what he can. The gap to Leclerc is currently 2.9 seconds.
If you had Limp Biscuit jokes on your bingo card, you can X off that square. Oh, and we didn't show these to a lot of the folks who were joining us. So Sean chose surviving fatherhood one cup at a time and surviving motherhood one cup at a time.
Cheers.
If that's not the cutest thing you've ever seen, I don't know what is.
I liked the first coffee more.
I did too. Which one was this one again?
This is Stay Golden Coffee Co. out of Nashville. Was it Nashville? Yep, Nashville.
Well, it's roasted in Nashville. This could have come from anywhere, so. I think it might have made a difference if it had been prepared correctly too. Was that the cat? Would you guys want as sponsors if you're as speedy? I'm going to start that over, Zev. Would you guys want? Who would you want? Mike and Sean, help me out here. I can't read today.
We have Nikita Mazepin. Okay, it was Sergio Perez who was cut off by Mazepin.
Who would you
before.
guys want as sponsors if you were a F1 Speedy Boys? Ooh.
Oh, you mean Speedy Gonzalez? Yes, absolutely.
That's you know what I'd want, because it apparently still exists. I would want Mellow Yellow, because Mellow Yellow was Cole Trickle's sponsor in Days of Thunder, which was that Tom Cruise, Robert Duvall NASCAR movie. And I thought Mellow Yellow was long gone. I didn't think it existed. And then I have a friend who did some work for me, very tech smart, like can rewire crap and do IP protocol things to make videos show up where it's not supposed to show up, etc. And he still drinks Mellow Yellow. It's his favorite soda. So I gave him 48 cans of Mellow Yellow as a thank you. And so yeah, I'd go Cole Trickle. I'd want the old logo even. So
Nice. So Mike says, and Dr. Squatch. And then Ty goes, Mike would want Duncan and Depends. Depends would be a really good sponsor for
a
like
driver.
endurance racing.
Yeah. How long will it take for Mazepin to lose his super license is the question for today.
He'll for sure, whether he loses his license or not, for sure won't be back next year.
what happened?
He was ignoring blue flags and not letting Perez pass.
Yeah, he just cut off Perez by a lot. I thought it was Verstappen before, but it seems as it was Sergio Perez in the lead. It's currently under investigation by the stewards.
Mike's going to use a catheter and have it go straight into the soda bottle. That's Mike's MO. Very into catheters. You wouldn't know that, but that's why there's the under desk cam. It's actually a monitor for Mike. As a kid, though, I did pee once into a collector Red Lobster glass because we were leaving an event after having been to a Red Lobster, and the line to get out of the parking lot of said event was very, very long, and I was like 10, and I really had to pee, so they had me pee in the Red Lobster collector's glass that we got earlier that night. We did not keep it, I do believe.
Oh, well, that's too bad.
We could have watched
If I may
it.
interrupt you, Ryan, we have a new leader being Lewis Hamilton.
Yay. How long have these guys been racing or been driving?
About 51 laps.
They started when they were like 6 years old, maybe 5. Some people even before that.
Is this very much like a legacy sport, like the Earnhardts, right? Or
It,
Yeah.
you need in most cases you need to have some connections somewhere, and most of these guys start in carts, before they can even
Yeah. Oh, a great overtake by Fernando Alonso on Daniel Ricciardo. Amazing overtake.
count it.
we have 4 now, or 4 around the outsides. Hamilton used to race round by me. Super funny. Did he race round like a record round, like a record baby round?
Yes.
Thank you, Alex. Right round. Yes.
Get pissed up by the Red Bull crew. It's a 2.6.
Man,
We
Red
have
Bull
a time
two,
penalty, a 5-second time penalty from Nikita Mazepin for ignoring blue flag.
Just
It won't really affect anything except he gets a few points.
business. This goes back to that discussion about pit crews and everyone else who was talking about that. So, Red Bull is very, very good at their pit stops. And so not only would you deal with all the pressures that we just talked about, but in Red Bull, if you're over 2 seconds, you're slow, right? Like imagine that bar. Well, you lost power?
Yeah, her power went out during her stream yesterday.
Oh, I didn't know that. I was watching early our friend Kate Zaid in the chat. But I did notice you weren't live for prom, so...
Abso says Kate is going to cosplay as an open wheeled vehicle.
Yeah, Kate, do you think you could do F1? Although you could actually do a pretty badass, race car driver cosplay. I don't know if that's true, Mike, but it's a good concept. Good theory.
Don't forget to vote for driver of the day.
Is my son in a full suit?
Yes. Some
suit Sunday.
Some get up out of bed and throw on some sweats. Sean's son suits up. We're not exaggerating, by the way. He's literally wearing a gigantic kiddo suit.
Yeah, he has multiple. I think he's up to 2 full suits, and they're just kid suits. It's nothing fancy, but slacks and a blazer with button ups, and then he just got one that's slacks, button up with a vest. He likes to be fancy. He can't help it.
Yes, sorry, Zev. This track is very void of explosions. If you join us next week, though, where are we at next week?
Spain.
In Spain, cars blow up all the time. So be sure to join. There's also significantly more spiked blue turtle shells. So if you join us next week, you'll enjoy it a lot more if that's what you're looking. Explosions. I don't know what you're asking really for, but I hope it's not the explosions because no promises on explosions. I think Hamilton used all his missiles for the season, though. So no missiles on board today.
Gasly's asking for power. If we have more power, give it to me now, he says.
More power. So, so is Portugal like worth visiting? Like, is it a pretty solid place?
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right. So
Add it to the list.
After the UK, we'll swing into Portugal. We gotta get down to Dubai too.
Oh, don't forget Sweden.
Oh yeah, we gotta get to Sweden too.
Yeah.
So Superphonic saying my driver of the day is Mazepin. Is that how you say his name? For managing to be a whole 1 minute slower than Schumacher. That's actually probably pretty hard to do.
And he also got a 5-second time penalty, which he hasn't served yet. Okay, it will be added until the time.
Unlimited cosmic power.
They just ask Verstappen to finish strong, which he will. He's leading.
Do you think before that Max
now.
was like, "Oh, I was just planning on like coasting the last couple laps, but guess I'll continue to push the gas pedal."
Yep.
I missed that tab, so that is hilarious. I'll definitely ask Michael Bay to direct the next Formula One race. Helicopter shots, explosions.
Can't tell what's going on in the race. There's so much lens flare.
Why are they shooting the race from underneath the cars? There'll be so many 360 shots. That was good. Tabzo gets my vote for comment of the day. Oh, Valtteri's losing power.
And he's dropping off.
So you had Hamilton, Verstappen, Sainz. So that's looking pretty good. Sans Signs. Hamilton, Verstappen, Norris was Sean, so he might have a shot. That's a long way back, though.
I just felt like Bottas was going to... Okay, we have Yuki Tsunoda going off track a little bit.
Yuki, what are you doing, Mike? Mike needs to see this pay off. Tycoon. So why is Megan Fox in a bikini in the Formula One race? Yes.
It's better that way.
Business, you will not see a stream that shows you more dots overtaking other dots than this stream right here. This is your streaming leader when it comes to dots overtaking dots. We have more dots here than a bag of candy. Or a box of candy, I suppose. We have dots on dots on dots. One of the light, like teal looking dots winning. So that dot that's approaching the start finish, that's your leader. Right there. That's your leader. So it's teal, dark blue, teal. Dark blue. And this is the thing. So if you are new to Formula One, because I definitely am, the thing that I never understood was, like, these cars are not intentionally designed to be exactly like each other. Now, you said next year they're implementing some things to make them a little more standard. Is that right?
No, there's just there's a set of regulations. It's the formula. That's where Formula One comes into, and they're like, all right, here are the things you have to follow to design a car, and then everyone goes out and designs a car, and so they're all following the same guidelines, but exactly how they solve certain issues are going to be slightly different, and that's how you get differences in the car, as opposed to like Formula 2, where everyone has essentially the exact same car, different setups, but it's the same car. And so next year, there's a whole new set of technical regulations. And so the cars are going to look completely different. So everyone's kind of starting from scratch for the next year's cars. But you'll be in the same situation. How people decide to design and solve different issues are going to be slightly different. So they'll look completely different from this year, next year.
And so for me, that was really weird because in stock car racing, they were designed to be like the exact same car, even though that wasn't always the case either. But you'd see a lot more variances in where people finish. In this world, like, if you get pole position and you're a Mercedes, there's a good chance you're going to win the race, right? And you always see Williams down on the bottom. You always see Haas down at the bottom. Last year, the team that's now Aston Martin, the like emerald green looking team, they were a different name. Racing Point. And they actually had a pretty good year last year, all things considered, but they're right now, so far through 3 races, always toward the bottom. Ferrari used to be amazing, apparently, and then they had some issues. Look it up. Apparently it's a big thing. But they used to always be up at the front, right? But now it's basically Red Bull and Mercedes. And so I'm not going to lie, that's kind of frustrating for me because I want to see more variance in like the way that people finish. But that said, it's still really entertaining because it's a road course. They go really fast. The pit strategy is really neat because you have to pit and switch those compounds. So I find a lot of it intriguing. It just was hard for me to adapt to early on.
And part of the changes that are going to be implemented next year, they're trying to make the cars, design the cars in a way that racing is easier. And part of the issue with the way the cars behave now is
the outside of sight.
It doesn't count if you say it.
Well, I still say it.
So part of the issue with the cars the way they are now is racing close to someone else is really difficult because the dirty air is so detrimental to the way your car handles and the downforce you can generate that racing is just difficult. And they're trying to make racing easier with this next generation of cars. So we'll see more passing and more closing gaps and stuff like that. Because you'll see a lot of times in the races right now where someone will close that gap, but then they get into that dirty air and then their car goes to shit and then they back off again. And so they're trying to fix those sort of issues.
Yes, Mike, Yuki could get fired if Yuki isn't amazing. Because they sign 1-year contracts, right?
It varies depending on drivers, but Red Bull has shown no issue with making driver changes mid-year.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you, Tap. So I'm interested in seeing if the next one makes it a little more competitive in the racing aspect.
And theoretically, it should at least shake it up because Mercedes hit their stride with this car, and they've made changes every season, but they're always good. So we'll see if they can maintain that through a major change. And it was supposed to be this year, but they pushed it back one more year due to the pandemic.
That's true. Azev, you should, Mike, apply. You again cite things like you can pee in bottles, no sweat. So
He doesn't sweat?
no, Mike does not sweat. That's a fact.
No sweat.
He checks his armpits for smell, but doesn't actually sweat. It's a juxtaposition. I'm intrigued if you make it. But like this is supposed to be more of a blonde golden roast, I think. Dark chocolate cherry balanced. Well, that's medium.
Extra medium.
Stay Golden's the name of the coffee, or the company, so never mind. That's right. You sweat a lot, but not in that pee bottle. Morning, Austin.
I got super. I knew he'd catch it. A Scrubs quote: extra medium.
We're not going to have enough time in the UK if we're going to watch all of the Scrubs episodes. That's true. I like that name, Racing Morning Show.
RMS, as opposed to MGS. Is that what you said earlier?
I said GSM.
GSM. That's what it was. Oh yeah, MGS.
I'm still shocked that I don't see GSM more. What was the acronym though? Something comma S or M. Morons.
Good sports morons.
Yeah, yeah, that was you, Tab. So yes, good sports morons. It's very much in that same like cadences. Go F yourself, San Diego.
When we go to the UK, can Super and I just have like a 5-hour gig on stream together?
Oh, I hope so.
Because that'd be fun. I'm gonna have to bring my guitar. Oh, we're using.
I'm learning lots about these dots.
Play, and you guys can watch a show when we're done.
Sean and Super and anyone else who's music inclined, maybe you can make a song about dots. You know, we got red dots and light green dots. There's some gold dots too. We're watching them with you.
They're fast dots though.
I hear fast dots and slow dots and off the track dots aplenty. Oh, so you're actually watching. Are you watching? I assume you're not on our Discord. So you must be watching on your own accord. Zing!
Oh, thanks, Austin. I enjoyed it. I still wish I could have played live, but I'm glad I could get something in there.
I mean, it did spark Nate to animate us, so.
I know, and that's how I play guitar, too.
Your rhythm was a little off, I'm not going to lie. I did notice a couple of strokes didn't line up.
Different strokes. Ryan's broken again.
Everything is fine.
Alpine is actually doing a really good race. I'm surprised.
I would
Really
have
surprised.
business. I would assume so, but again, if you want to just go into our Discord, it's on the screen there. GamingMorningShow.tv/where to find GMS, and then there's a link to our Discord. Or I think actually you can still do ! Discord, and that would be a direct link. And then just join the general voice chat, and we have it streaming there. So
Yeah, it seems to be working with the Discord one, so perfect.
yeah, no, I think this. Did we bring this laptop out last time, or did we not?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
That was so long ago. 2 weeks.
2 weeks. We have Krispy Kreme donuts too. Anyone want a Krispy Kreme?
I'll pass
Yes,
them to
please.
you.
Okay, there you go. You should have received it. Yeah, Yuki's going to make that push from 15th to
First?
15th and a half. Yeah, I wish I could have done prom. That would have been fun.
You know what I like about Krispy Kreme is they if you can get them fresh, like fresh, they're really good. And then once they become not fresh, like half an hour later, they go down in quality, but then that quality just sustains for like 3 days. And then they get stale and hard and they're gross. But like once they're not fresh, like these are just as good today as they were yesterday.
Well, it was not nearly as exciting as the race 2 weeks ago,
No.
but well, one advantage, by the way, for everyone who's asking about Formula One and they're going to try to have fastest lap with Valtteri, is I got it. Don't worry. I can't remember what I was going to say. It was really going to be good, though. I can't remember what I was going to say. Completely lost my train of thought because of the box. Yep, no clue.
It's gone.
It was going to be amazing, too, and we all missed out on it. You're talking about this, Doc? You have a mathematical reason behind why you enjoy everything? Oh, donuts.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
3 minutes.
I graphed it up. I do have a math degree, so that fits.
Yeah,
They should just take that shortcut.
it really does suck because I'll use that line quite a bit. I'm like, I'm no math, or we're not math majors. And then I'm like, oh, wait, one of us is. So can't use that one. And then I try the whole, I'm not a doctor, but we have one of those too. And so we can't really use that one. One of my good friends from college is literally a rocket scientist. So I have that person in my life.
Bottas pits, and he's like, well, I'm going to get the fastest lap. And Max is like, oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
You'd think so?
1.8. Come on, 1.8. Show me 1.8. 1.9.
Finally got a sub 2.
There you go. Perfect.
So we have a nice little shootout here for fastest lap over between Bottas and Verstappen.
And so that's another thing, too, is you have these 20-second windows. And if you're faster than the person behind you by 20 seconds, you can get into the pits and get out, no problem. So then they'll go for fastest lap at the end because that's an extra bonus point. So I used to play F1 racing on Dreamcast, so pretty sure I could. Oh, absolutely, Zev.
He'd be set.
Also, another Dreamcast reference. Let's go.
Those birds have been at it.
2 birds that just flew off the roof and scared the heck out of me.
There we
They
go.
are
Gasly takes 10th place. Overtake
good.
Sainz.
Good for Pierre. Ooh. Yeah, we got like a Top Gun dogfight bird situation out here now. This is more entertaining than the race right now. Try to film this. I went to the danger zone.
Doing so, Hamilton thinking about another win for Mercedes.
Fastest lap, Bottas.
Oh, come back. Now that you know you're on camera. Just going to hold my phone like this so I'll eventually be in frame. No, they're not hummingbirds. I don't know what kind of birds they are.
We're going to call them swallows.
I think they're a MiG. And I don't remember what the probably F-15 was in Top Gun. I think it's an F-15 bird.
Verstappen with the fastest first sector.
Max, 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 Max. I feel like I'm cheering in a Goofy movie. Business, which dot do you think will finish fourth?
Everything's now about the fastest lap between Bottas and Verstappen.
Yep.
The last corner, we'll see. It's going to again.
He went pretty wide there.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. It's a 19.849 from Verstappen.
That works.
Nice.
I
I'm glad
think
Perez stuck in there for fourth.
I think Valtteri might look better if he just went straight mustache.
No, I doubt it.
I think they were F-14s in Top Gun. Been a while since I've seen that. I honestly shouldn't. You know, by the way,
That's a movie. Ryan has no idea what he's talking
no, I've seen Top Gun. I don't remember it. The hardest video game of all time, I actually kept saying Battletoads, but Top Gun NES was so hard you couldn't land the plane. Like to land the plane on the aircraft carrier was so difficult. So that's another game that we should revisit sometime. Austin wins the Indy race today.
9.
So it's about to start in an hour or 20 minutes. So that's when our purple car race is, Austin. So virtual high five to you. Go purple car. That's it. That's what we do on Sunday mornings most of the time. So Sean, Ryan, Maiko through the other side.
That's him.
Yeah.
Right
Yes.
there.
F-14 Tomcat. Exactly. Of course. Yes, of course. So we had good coffee. We again tried today from our friend Hofbrew. We tried Dune, which is out of Santa Barbara, California.
Which was yummy.
Then we tried Stay Golden, which was roasted in Nashville.
Which was mediocre.
Again, I made this one, so I'm going to wait till Sean actually makes it correctly, and then we'll see.
Round 2 with that next one.
Kate thought it was Monday today. No, it is Sunday. Oh, sorry, I didn't do what I'm supposed to do, right? It is Sunday, May 2nd, 2021. Thanks for being here. Lewis Hamilton wins, Max Verstappen second, and in third is Valtteri Bottas. We'll be back, though, tomorrow. Yeah, Gaming Morning Show, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific Time. Yes, let's send you over to Kate Online. What a nice recommendation. Thank you. We'll do that for Twitch. And then Axe, since you're still here.
Yes.
Tell us about next time you're streaming, what your stream's about.
Next stream is going to be next Friday, I believe. And it's going to be, I think, GTA 5 Chaos Mode. And I will do probably some Swedish lullabies and some quotes, I reckon. So until then, we'll see.
I just
realized a lot of school right now, so.
I just realized I still haven't fixed your shout out. So I shouted you out, and it's going to take you to absolutely no one. So I'll get that done. So it's, just put something in the chat again, Axe, and then that's the actual link that you need.
Sure, absolutely.
Ooh, I like that purple heart emote, Tabso.
It's
Yeah,
sweating.
it's a Twitch emote, by the way.
Bleed purple. Bleed purple. That's me and Austin's motto, man. Bleed purple. So... All right, let me find my Twitch tab here. Kate Online. Do you know what the charity's for, Austin? Loading. Loading. That's not it.
Okay then, I gotta thank you guys for a great stream, and we'll see you next time. Next week for sure.
Oh yeah, we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, I'm typing Kate online. Give me the actual name, because I'm not finding it in my. I typed that, Mike. We are talking about Twitch, right? CAIT online.
Yeah. What does it look like? She's live.
Oh, they're going to be online in 20 minutes ish. Well, Austin,
Well, that's not
do you
how
want us
late
just to
we're-
sit here and talk to you for 20 more minutes?
Should I go get the guitar?
Well, I mean, they'll all say yes to that. So, how is everybody? It's good to see you.
Anyone need a donut?
It was part of Austin's plan to just keep us here longer.
By Zev?
Quit waving the donuts in my face. Do you want me to eat another one? I would do it for you, business. Only if you want me to. If you don't want me to, then I'm not going to. But if you want me to, I mean, if I have to, if it's what the people want. I mean, there's only 4 left. I mean,
Well, there's 12 plus 4.
please, no, I can't. Okay, well, I guess since this is what the people want, you're all gonna have to redeem your channel points, though. It smells crispy and creamy.
With C's?
No, like Mortal Kombat with K's. I'm about to finish the donut. Finish it. Did we just have a friendship?
A little bit. Hold on. All right. Open up business.
I'm gonna have to watch the camera
Did you get a bite?
for good moron points. Tab, so you are the absolute best. You had the comment of the day for sure.
Mm-hmm. You're also the tiniest, Tabzo.
It's very yeasty. It's like I'm eating yeast as we speak. It's infecting my mouth.
I don't want the donut anymore.
Yep, sure did, Kate. I love this donut, the yeast. You really wanted to hang out for 20 more minutes. Is this worth it? I mean, we could just host Kate online. Although I think Austin's still banking on you. Whoa, business. This you have to redeem a lot more. I don't just do what you say. Although I'm also out of coffee. So
I have coffee. Would it improve? Would it make the coffee better or the donut worse?
that's right.
Donut worse for sure.
Chat FM.
That's gross.
Of course, Super. We love you.
Oh, yeah, no, that was gross.
I'm gonna switch us to just chatting since we're technically, unless this is the sport that we're actually
Man,
broadcasting as us eating donuts.
Don't do that.
Well, go get a donut, Super.
No, they're not warm. They weren't even fresh when they were purchased yesterday.
There's
They're
not
for a fundraiser.
there's not a Krispy Kreme here, right?
Mm-mm.
So
I'd have to go to Portland.
I don't know where it's like in other parts of the world, but a lot of the Krispy Kremes you can go up to one where they are and buy, 38 boxes of donuts, and then you get them at a price that lets you sell them in places where there's not one, and you get fundraisers. So
Yeah, they have a program specifically for fundraising. So if you're like, I see them all the time around here for like the football teams at the high school or the cheerleading teams at the high school, and they'll fundraise by selling Krispy Kreme.
yeah, business. They're only like 60 minutes away. So, but and honestly, like there's a lot of local donuts places I like better than Krispy Kreme, but they have
just
the
a good
fundraising program.
Yeah.
Tycoons, why aren't you letting Austin get the inventory?
You still hear I'm play Stardew, and I keep pressing tab to open my inventory.
Tiny Tabzo, can you help her with the tab? If we're making name puns. Scratch and Sniff was not working for Chat FM. It's not in this release. We're using Restream Studio. It's not in this release for Restream, but they're adding Scratch and Sniff in the 3.7 release.
Or
Probably.
maybe you're just not scratching your monitor hard enough.
Yes, really dig in there. Just cat claws. Austin is just using the stream like old people use Facebook. Play the guitar. You do realize you still don't have a guitar, right?
It's way downstairs.
Would Mike be in your top 8, Austin? Hold Tab's hand. Want you to hold Tab's hand. I got hair in my mouth. Is she going to make coffee?
Not for us.
Oh. I also didn't dump the grounds and the things, so they're just sitting in the sink. So I tried to make coffee the way that Sean has like a legitimate setup, like pour over like mania and top 69. Nice. Well, we had 4 around the outsides, by the way. So that's the most we've had on a stream this year. If you're playing at home, it's if the broadcasters say around the outside. So that was a win. Yeah, prom was pretty cool. Nate, shout out Matt Artisan, animated Sean's Puppet Pal. If you've never seen us on Thursdays, we do Puppet Pal Mad Libs. So that's pretty cool. There you go. There's Matt Artisan's Adventure Hut link. They're doing interviews, podium celebrations. We still have it on in the Discord if you want to see any of this. This is all the hoopla after the race. They all have gigantic bottles of champagne, and they start spraying them all over the place. So Lewis Hamilton, probably like 99th career win or something like that. Do you think 99th career win for him, or is it a little bit less than that still?
Career win? I think he has more than that. I think he's
not in the hundreds yet, is he?
Oh, no, probably not.
We've also, I don't think I have a cold. Do I sound stuffy? I mute myself a lot during regular gaming morning show because I blow my nose a lot. So
This should be, unless they updated it already, this should be 97.
97. We're gonna party like it's 1997. So, Mike, are you just saying random numbers in the 90s right now?
Yeah, this is 97.
Yep, Mike's just saying random numbers. Nice work. Tip of the cap to you. We've gotten very good, though, at learning what the UK National Anthem sounds like because we hear it all the time.
That's not just the song they play at every podium ceremony. I thought that was the podium ceremony.
F1's
song.
official song. No, you can't go. You got to stay here to go with the raid. You were the one who made us stay to go with the raid. We need you just like you said you needed us. What is everyone's favorite number? Let's play that game. No, don't lend you Austin. I'm very disappointed in these decisions you're making. 12 is a good number. I think my favorite number is still like 42. Oh, you're on Kate's stream. Gotcha. But yeah, doesn't Kate have to be online to be streaming? See what I did there? Because her name's Kate Online.
Kate
Yeah,
Online.
so she's Tab, so I'm with you. Austin's logic is not making any sense so far. Well, by the time that we even get the chance to raid Kate, we're gonna have like 4 of us. So, Cod shave my grateful queen, log shave noble. Oh no! Can we get a lyrics check, please? Here's my favorite part of the podium, which again you'd have to be watching, but they get the trophies, and the champions trophy is significantly better in some ways, whether it's bigger or gold plated or has more explosions coming out of the top or something.
That's thousands of dollars stuffed inside.
The amount of the lack of thrill that the people getting the third and second place trophies have, they're just like, this thing, I'm gonna go put it in the back. Max I think got shot in the eyes. Max is blind. I am kind of surprised that there's never been a champagne out. You can't race next week because you have champagne poisoning. I said 42. Austin. What my question though is what's Austin Attack 11's favorite number? Tabso, you win a prize. You get a free donut. If you give me your shipping address, I will send it the same way that Superphonics sent me my burger. You'll see it in 7 to 8 months.
I'm going to put it in an envelope. Just shove it in there. It'll be good.
That's the motion that you do when you're...
That's the universal mailing motion.
Absolutely. If you've ever mailed, hi, how can I help you today at the post office? You say, oh, well, I need to mail something, please. Yes, Mike's doing a cumulative. Mike's just trying to save on some shipping, right? It becomes too much if Nate, no, don't mute. Nate, say hi.
Hey guys, I was just curious what you were doing.
We were watching the Formula One race.
Now they're talking about soccer. We need to get this stuff out.
Coming up on Sky Sports, Man U and Liverpool about to. That's why Axe had to take off. Hey, while you're here, let's give you some great kudos. We just shouted you out because we were talking about your awesome animation of the Puppet Pals. Exactly how Sean plays the guitar.
This is it. This is what I do.
Reindeers are better than people.
I mean, I literally made that in
it was
an
so
hour.
But that's what I'm
so
saying. We were talking about this.
Did what I could.
It's so good.
In an hour's time, though, to be able to do what would take many people 4 hours to do is just impressive. So
Yeah, it was one of those things where Chris didn't come up with the idea until 9 or 10 p.m. the night before. And I just went, if I go to bed now, I will probably have time to get that done.
Oh, it was so good. It added just a cool little aesthetic to, Sean not being able to be there in person. It was really worth it. So
Right, that was the goal.
Yeah.
And we purposely kept it kind of a surprise. I mean, I think Austin and Kate knew that we might try to do it, but no one saw it except for Chris because I didn't even deliver it to him until about 15 minutes before it started.
Don't worry, Austin's not listening, but in a completely unrelated note, Austin says it was amazing, Nate. So
It was quite amazing.
because Austin apparently had to go but didn't have to go. And we're honestly just waiting till Kate Online signs on so we can send everybody over to the fundraiser. So we usually get done with the race and then we check out. So
Right.
okay, Austin, let's play that out for a second. Okay. So we could have said no, right? We could have looked at you. our good friend Austin Attack 12, who said, "Hey, you should raid Kate Online, who's raising money for charity." And Sean and I could have looked at you and said, "No,
Just
that
side stare.
that I don't think was gonna fly, personally." So, oh, did you notice I didn't hood up the whole time? I could have been like
There's
this.
still time. Incognito mode.
What do you think? I know. So Austin is rooting for chaos. Yeah, Nate, that was really cool though. Thanks for making us the Pup Pals in the first place, and then of course animating
I'm
them.
happy to do it, and I can't wait to do more with it.
Well-
now that I know I can with not too much complex rigging.
Well, and that's
Like,
why
I did that in Premiere Pro using motion tweening effects. I didn't even do it like properly animated. It's a bunch of Photoshop layers that just rotate and move around.
I think this proves my point though. This is you're describing something that I've used Premiere Pro for quite some time and I've never even fathomed, right? So
It's a really, really weird cheat that shouldn't work as well as it does, is I guess the better way to put it.
So are you suggesting, Kate, that Austin, that Kate is now ready for us to actually send the raid? Or is this you just telling us more about where we're about to go when we eventually can go there? Austin says, "Know who else likes chaos? Kate Online." So, which this is exciting too, because I haven't actually had a chance to watch much of Kate, if at all, to be honest. Kate Online. So I'm excited. I've seen Kate in other places. Was Kate in prom yesterday?
She was.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Mike said Curly Kate is offline. So it's Kate offline. But eventually morphs into Kate online. But yeah, Nate, this is also, I don't know if you can see us if you're watching the stream too, but this is the back of Sean's
I can't
big
have the
deck.
stream open too.
So Sean's big deck. This is Sean's big barbecue. This is Sean's chair. So we do the show from Sean's big deck.
That's awesome.
So metaphorically, we are all sitting on Sean's big deck as we speak. So
Talking about my big dick.
yep, talking about your big deck.
A
Yep.
wonderful experience.
Isn't it though? Are you streaming today?
Yeah, I'm doing art some later today at some
Nice.
point. I mean, technically it starts at 10. I just don't know what I'm doing still.
Those are the best streams.
Mm-hmm.
Going live, not quite sure what I'm doing.
Yeah. There was a part of me that was tempted to play Pokemon Snap today, but I don't know.
Business. I'm gonna let you answer that.
No.
I thought Nate just left.
Nate's like, I'm out.
Yep.
You know,
Start talking about bushes and big decks.
No, this is a second story big deck, so no bushes nearby.
So it's a bushless big deck.
Just
it
smooth all the
lacks
way around it.
shrubbery.
It does lack shrubbery. I mean, it's got a bonsai tree on it.
That's true.
Tabso says Kate is live. So Kate online as opposed to Kate offline. Yes, it is a very tall deck. Yes. Yes. But Sean's got...
Well, I'll let you guys go.
No, please, Nate. Why you don't want to stick around for this amazing conversation? We appreciate you very much. Check out Nate streaming in about like an hour. So
Nice.
Yeah.
nailed it. That's a great promotion. Allegedly, Kate is online. Ready? Refresh. If you're watching on Twitch, we are sending you over there as we speak. And by that, I mean... Does anyone know the raid command?
Why isn't it coming up? It's weird.
It always... There's usually...
Slash raid and then the person's name.
Okay. Because there's usually like a little bit of a delay. Yeah, here we go. Do you have to have the @ symbol?
I don't think so.
Okay. You already have a raid in progress. Oh yeah, there you go. Perfect. Okay. Sending you over there. So say hi to Kate online. You can say good morning from GMS if you would like, which I think is still my raid command. Or good morning from RMS or GSM or whatever other things that we said today. You can do that, but this is the one we usually go with. So goodbye, Nate. Goodbye, Axe. Thank you for all hanging out with us, and we will see you tomorrow morning
6 a.m.
On GMS.watch for a gaming morning show. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Goodbye. I don't know how to push it through. Usually there's a raid now, but
Yeah, where's the raid now?
let's just see. We're just gonna keep waving until we know we're off here. Goodbye. We're still here. Awkward. Just go like this.